It's kind of crazy what our next guest does. I mean, he does this thing year after year after year, and somehow he manages to secure some of the coolest pieces of sports memorabilia.
And then he auctions them off. The money goes to Sports for Kids.
It does. Alva Canty, welcome back, Al.
Hey, Al.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
How do you do it year after year? I mean, you get some of these, and we've got some really cool items here, and people are just going to gush over some of this stuff. How do you do it?
Well, I've got a friend of mine in Chicago who helped start the foundation with us. There was a small group, and he's taken it upon himself. I think he had a situation, they had a child that passed away at a young age. So we just kind of challenge each other. You know, we see what we got this year, and can we beat it? And we just keep our eyes open. We just look.
Throughout the year, 12 months, you collect.
We take about a week off, and then we start at it again. We kind of look at what we did this previous year, and probably late next week we'll look at it again from Saturday and say, let's go after it. Who do we want to go after now?
Yeah, before we get to some of these items, where does the money from this auction and fundraiser go to? It goes to Sports for Kids.
The Sports for Kids
But then
Foundation,
what do
and
you
then
use that money?
we have people will present names of children and their situations, physically or emotionally challenged kids, special needs kids, and then we determine what the request is for and if it fits the guidelines that we have, and we often, most of the time, we say yes.
So you can learn more about that on the website. You can see there's a donate button there, all sorts of information online. But a lot of people are sort of looking at us, but really wanting to look closer at what's in front of us. Let's go on a tour, Al.
Yeah, where do you want to start? You want to start with this?
We can start with that, yeah.
What's this?
Well, actually, about a year ago, we walked into a store in Chicago. We were on our way to a big collector show, and we found it.
Wow.
So we picked it up and we mailed it out, and Gary Player,
Yep. Jack Nicklaus,
and Tom Watson signed that for us. And
Wow.
so just a small purchase, and then
That's Augusta.
we're able to get it out
Yeah.
there.
And
Yep.
if you're a golf fan, this is one of those that would go on your office wall.
And we've got another one that we also found, and we got it signed by Jack and Arnie, and they're both enjoying a huge laugh. It's being framed right now.
Oh, goodness, since Arnie's passing, you know, that'll
Yeah.
be treasured
Yeah.
by a lot of people. So I don't know if you heard, Al, but the Cubs won the World Series.
I
And
just got a notice.
Yeah, you just found out, right?
Yeah.
Chris Bryant was sort of the heartthrob of the series for a lot of gals.
Yep.
And you've got a signed jersey.
We sent the jersey out, and he signed it, and we also have a baseball signed by Anthony Rizzo. If you're a Cubs
really?
fan,
You've got a Rizzo ball?
We have a Rizzo, and we just found out yesterday a
signature?
friend of the foundation just let us know that we've got a jersey signed by Kyle Hendricks.
Wow,
And
Al.
we also have one signed by World Series MVP, a jersey from Ben Zobrist. And
Jeez,
Zobrist
buddy.
also sent us a pair of game-used batting gloves.
And all of that's going to be auctioned
That's all
off.
going to be
So that'll
auctioned.
be all part of this
Let's
auction.
A little
stick
over
with-
160 items.
Let's stick
Yeah.
with jerseys because we've got
Okay.
plenty of Royals fans
Yeah.
watching us here.
Sal Perez.
This jersey. How cool is this, though? I mean, these are awesome pieces and signed because that's the story. This next one is unique because it's not really, well, I mean, it's the
Baseball
character.
movie, one of the great-
It's the character, right?
Yep, one of the great
And
baseball
the,
movies.
And the actor who played
Robert Redford
Robert
signed
Redford
it, and
signed
then signed
it.
it below Roy Hobbs, which is the name of the character that he played in The Natural.
This is, I don't know how rare this sort of piece is, Al, but this is really cool to add. I mean, if you feel like you got almost everything in your collection, chances are you don't have this.
Well, the guy who buys that, then his wife or girlfriend will let him spend a little more on this next item.
Okay.
Well, and here's the next item we're talking about. And there's going to be a lot of Denver Bronco fans that are going to want to get a piece of this because this has it was Super Bowl 50. It's a Super Bowl championship ball with that signature right there.
Mr. Manning.
Peyton Manning, number 18.
That's awesome. That's an awesome
Now
piece.
retired. How did you get this piece?
We sent the ball to him, and
He just signed it.
we've had a little history. There was a former client of mine that played ball with Peyton's dad back in New Orleans, and I kind of used that as the connection, and I think that's kind of helped us.
That's a tremendous piece.
Who signed this helmet from America's?
Dak Prescott, the rookie of the year.
quarterback.
Yeah, rookie of the
No
year.
kidding.
And actually, there's
Had
a
a heck of a
couple
year.
in Wellington, Colorado, and Don's brother.
Wow.
They bought that and donated it for us.
That's wonderful, Al. I
Al,
love all
we-
of these
you know,
stories. Everybody helping
The
you out
stories
with
are great,
this.
but you know we have auctions that come on the show all the time, and they may have one of these premier pieces at the auction.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but you have dozens of them.
Yes, and this is
That's just
only a
amazing.
small example.
Right.
We've got pictures of more
Yeah.
of these pieces, so let's quickly go through these, Al.
Well, Addison Russell. We actually, just in comment with what you said, we're looking at probably the last 20 items on our list, and they could have been our top item in years past. We've got game tickets to see the Yankees in Yankee Stadium against Seattle,
wow.
and we reached out. We've got 4 big bus tour rides to go along with it to package it a little bit.
Who signed this?
That was the Kansas City Super Bowl. Kansas City
1970.
Chiefs Super Bowl team. There's about
Wow.
25 signatures on that.
That's a
From the
really cool piece
1970 championship
too.
team.
Oscar Robertson, who does not sign a lot of things.
Well, no, but some of these, I mean, I feel like there's something for so many fans who are looking at contemporary athletes, and then some of those
And
who
look at this picture right here. If you're a Yankees fan,
Passed in some
and
cases.
this will be available at the auction.
Right. And Yogi and Phil, and we've got another one with Mariano Rivera. You don't see his face, but he's handing the ball over to Andy Pettit for his last go
Right,
around, and then we've
right.
got another photo of Derek Jeter.
What is the last piece here, Al, that you brought to us?
This was there was a photographer. I just looking up online, looking for some wildlife pictures, and got a hold of this gentleman who's up in Wisconsin, but he's come to Nebraska and taken
the sand-hill
photos
crane.
of cranes.
Yeah.
And just kind of gave him an overview of what we're about and what we're trying to do. And he got back to me and said, "I'd love to be.
That's great.
I'd love to be a part of this."
Well, listen, what do you recommend? Because the event is this Saturday. What time does it start? Details to get in, how you bid on some of these auction items. Just kind of give us the whole nut and bolts of this thing.
Okay, it's at the Ralston Arena. We open the doors in the silent auction at 5:30. The live auction will start around 7 o'clock. We'll probably make a couple of gift presentations. Then it costs $5 to get in. Hopefully it costs you a lot to get out, but you'll walk out with some things. If you want to bring a child 12 or under, they get in for free.
And you raise money for a good cause. SportsForKidsFoundation.com is a website you can go to. An incredible auction Saturday night. Al, good to see you again.
Thank you very
Al.
much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, both
Such
of
a
you.
good guy.
He is a great guy.